Hi guys! I have a Copic coloring and box tutorial video for you today. For a internal joke over at the office, I purchased these really cute unicorn duckies. They are adorable, aren't they? And I'm gonna give them away to my co-workers. And well, I can't just give a ducky like this, it would be so boring. So I'm gonna make a box for it and we're gonna decorate the box. So to start with, we are going to color this beautiful stamp. It's from the greeting farm. It's a digital stamp. So let's get started. First we're gonna color the mane and the tail, and we're using BG02, BG05, BG07 for the blue parts. For the green parts, we're using YG05, YG07 and YG09. Y00, Y04 and Y08. For the orange part, we're using YR02, YR04 and YR09. For the red parts, we're using R22, R24 and R29. And for the purple part, we're using V12, V15 and V17. And for the shading of the unicorn and for the unicorn's hoof, we're using the toner grays T0, T1, T2, T4, T6 and T8. And then the colouring is done, but we are also going to do a sentiment strip, and we're going to start with the Copic colouring of that strip. So just switch that out to this little piece of Nina. I'm going to start with the blue colours, and I'm starting with the light blue, BG02. Then I'm just doing a vertical line or diagonal line. This and colouring it all. Then doing some shading. And that's the blue part. And then I'm going to do this with all of the same colours that I had in the mane of the horse, but on this strip instead. And this will be our sentiment strip. Now we're going to stamp on our sentiment strip, and I'm using this Kelly Purkey Dude stamp set, and this stamp, You Are Amazing. And as I've done all my Copic colouring first, I don't have to care about which kind of ink I'm stamping on top of it, as I won't hurt the markers. So I'm using the VersaFine black because I really like the very red black in that. And I'm going to stamp it into this corner here. Like that. We're also making this into a flag, so I'm just gonna cut the flag shape out of the corner here. Like that. I'm also cutting out the unicorn with a border. With the horse and the sentiment all done, we can concentrate on the box. To make the box, I'm starting out with a 12 by 12 sheet of paper, and I'm cutting that down to 7.5 by 11 3/8. Then we're gonna score, but we'll be taking the cutting board back in a little while. We start scoring on the long side, and there we are scoring at 2 3/8, 4.5, 6 7/8, and 9. Then we're turning this around and we're gonna score at 2 3/8, and at 5 1/8. Taking away the scoreboard. Gonna fold and crease all of the score lines. Like that. Then we're gonna take a scissor and we are going to snip in every line. I'm gonna do that on the other side too. And then we have this. Now we're gonna go in with our cutting board again, because we are removing about, I think it's a quarter? Yes, a quarter of an inch on the tabbed ones. So line this up. That, and then we're removing the first one. We're jumping over the second one. We're removing the third one, jumping over the fourth one. And then we are cutting the fifth one. Like that. We're going to do that exactly the same on the other side. So we're lining this up at the 1/4 over here. Then we just push down these. Now I'm going from the bottom, so I'm taking the last one, jumping over the fourth one, taking the third one, jumping over the second one, and taking the first one. So now we have this, where every other one is about an inch shorter. And now it's time to put the box together. We're gonna put it so we have the outside upwards. And on these tabs, which are the outer ones and the middle one, we are putting tape. I'm using score tape because it's a very strong adhesive, but you can also use liquid adhesive, but then you need something to pin it together and you have to wait for it to dry. So this is quicker for me. Just put one piece close to the edge and one piece close to the outer corner. I now put tape on all of these different ones. Now we can put it together. So I'm starting to remove on one of the edges. This is going to be the bottom edge for me. So I'm starting removing these tape pieces. That. Then we're turning it around. And fold this up, and then we try to line up so this edge is at the edge of this side. And we're doing that on the same side here. Then we're turning it around again. Now we're removing the tape from the two middle ones. Again, folding these up carefully in. Now we're lining up the edges of the outer edges with the middle one. So and after we line them up, we just press it together so it sits together. Good. And then we're again removing all of the tape from the third part. And then we are putting those sides together. Like that. There we have our little box. Cute, ain't it? Very simple, very easy. And it perfectly fits one of those duckies. Now we're going to put it together with some ribbon and the unicorn that we did. So we're going to start off with the ribbon. I'm going to use a purple ribbon on this box. We're taking again some more score tape and lining it up in the middle of the box on two sides. So this is the lid of the box, as you see, and when you close it, I'm lining up with the score tape on one side and on the top of the box. And this is to kind of ground the ribbon. I like to be able to kind of open the package without the ribbon falling off. So take away the tape. Then you take your ribbon, which in my case is 20 inches. And then I just find the middle of the ribbon, and that middle I put on the middle of the side of the box. And I just press it down, the middle part. Then I do the same, that. Now I can just place it on the corner. And do a little bow here, so I'm holding my knot here with my tweezers, and then I'm just doing a little purple bow. I'm not very good at making bows, but we'll see if this can. Like that. A little bow. Then I just remove that. So I have my little bow. I'm gonna cut the ends of that. Like that. Now we're gonna put on our label and our little unicorn. I'm gonna use foam squares. These are the very teeny tiny I buy from Craft Companion. I think for this project I really like the height of them, so that's why I'm using them. Not putting foam pads all the way up to the top, as it will stick a little bit above, but almost. I like these foam pads because their backing are very easy to put away. so. Then I take my box. I have the ribbon on that side. The opening is on this side, so I'm gonna put him on that. But I'm gonna line him up like this so that he stands on the table. And then just push him so that he stands on the corner of that. And then we're gonna add some more foam adhesives. This time to the little flag. And then we're putting that on a little angle on the top. So that is our box today. This is the other box I made with green ribbon and a green box. Now I'm going to continue doing these boxes because I need a few of them. I hope you liked my video. I'll see you later. Bye!